The year is 2009. The world teeters on the brink of nuclear war. Tensions between capitalist and communist nations are at boiling point. Every opportunity for peace has failed, as if an invisible hand inexorably steers humanity towards annihilation. We Xenonauts know the truth. The dark forces poisoning our politics are not human in origin, and we must protect our planet against this extraterrestrial threat however we can. After years spent gathering information on an enemy that few believe exist, we are finally ready to strike back. The war for our future begins now.
Hello again, everybody. This is Derek, and I am coming at you with another game series on my channel. I think I'm going to play once a week, maybe 2 or 3 missions. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to live stream it. That's what I'm doing now. I'm live streaming it. But what I plan to do is cut it up into individual videos. And then when I do that, once I upload those individual videos, I'll go back and I'll delete the live stream. So, but if you want to catch it live, you definitely can. And then I'm going to snip out the individual videos. I don't know if you're familiar with Xenonauts at all, but it was a crowdfunded game a while back. It's on the vein of XCOM, the original XCOM, not the new XCOM. It has graphics that are reminiscent of the 90s, 2000s or whatever. And the game actually is supposed to be taking place during the Cold War, or at least the Cold War is over now because we now realize that there are aliens or there are alien influences on the world. Okay, in Xenonauts 2, you control a secret organization attempting to protect the world. It doesn't say the year, it just says day 1. Okay. Well, they said it was 2009, right? The short tutorial will explain the basic controls and the events leading up to the start of the campaign. I have a doomsday counter. Okay, that's new. There's a lot of new things in the game. This is the Milestone 5. I played Milestone 1, 2, and 3, which was not the complete game. It was only the first part of the game. But I didn't play any of the Milestone 4, and now we're in Milestone 5, which my understanding is, back in the day, they said there was only going to be 5 milestones, and when Milestone 5 came out, you could consider that a complete game. So, but we'll see. Okay, let's figure this out. Got a beautiful world here. If you notice, I'll point at an area, and then up here on this little drop-down bar, you can't see my mouse pointer. Oh yeah, you can. It's very small on your screen. It's gigantic on my screen. But like if I point at the Soviet Russia, it gives me a panic of 50. That's really high. Wow. Okay. Okay. Why are they panicking? Because everybody's like just now learning that there's aliens. The game features nested tooltips. Okay, what that means, my understanding is what that means is if I hover over it, like where it says text link is in bold, if I hover over it for just a second, another tooltip will pop up. And then you see there's another tooltip that says this link. So I can go to that one, and look at that, another thing pops up. And then I can hit proceed. Chief Scientist, Ian Crossland. My work on your radar array is now complete. Theoretically, Atlas Base should now be capable of tracking the alien UFOs within our radar range. And then Operations Director, I don't know what name I want to give her, or just call her the OD. Thank God. It wasn't exactly easy to borrow all these things we wanted. What happens now? We wait, and the alien craft should pass in the next few days. At that point, the general takes over. I think that's me. But there is another person that they picture. I don't know if it's like my XO or if it's supposed to be me. I guess we'll find out. Assuming he has returned from the expedition. Don't worry, he'll be back in a few days. Until then, the commander should be perfectly capable of filling in. Okay, so I'm the commander. I'm actually his XO. Okay, radar range. The blue circle around the base indicates your radar range. UFOs in that area will be detected and can be attacked. Now we've got game speed up here. You can see the clock is ticking, right? These buttons control the flow of time in the geoscape. Geoscape. Time is currently passing at the slowest speed. The little one tick right there. Whoop, it had nested. When I clicked on it, or not clicked on it, when I hovered over it, a game speed popped up. And it says F1. So I wonder if I hit F2, it'll go to that. And then F3, and then F4. The time is currently passing at slow speed, but nothing is currently occurring. We should increase the flow of time. Click the button. Now you can see daylight and darkness, right? So as the world turns, some things will be in daylight, some things will be in darkness. Geoscape anomalies, that's these guys up here. 2 anomalies on the map signify hostile action that can raise local panic. They are not interactive, but they may indicate the presence of a possibly hidden problem. However, at the start of the game, these are usually generated by UFOs as they fly around the map. We've got an electrical blackout, and we got a radar anomaly, and that's also reiterated down here in the text area. Okay, UFO 1. Small. It's very fast. Okay, your radar has detected a UFO. Shooting it down will prevent it from causing panic and may spawn a UFO crash site. Tactical mission that allows you to recover valuable alien technology. Click the Launch Interceptors button to get your fighters ready for action. Okay, I have one fighter, and it's called Angel 1, and it's only has one gun. And its target is UFO 1. It's at 100% health, fuel, it's ready. Looks like it'll take about, is that 2 hours, 37 minutes to get there? The panel show allows you to select the aircraft to be launched at the target. Up to 3 aircraft can be formed into a squadron. This has been selected for you to automatically so press the launch aircraft. Angel 1 used up fuel, has 94%. Everything's good on Angel 1. And then there's options you can do when you, it looks like it is a scout and it has no escorts. Your interceptor has reached the UFO and are ready to initiate air combat. In the final game, this tutorial will explain the basics of air combat, but that part of the game is currently relatively unpolished, as we are simply auto-resolve the battle. Okay. I personally like using the tactical battle in air combat, mainly because if I fail, it's my fault and not the auto-resolve. Interception successful. Shot it down. I have no armor. I have half health. I used up some ammo. Ignore and fight battle manually or accept results. Well, guess what? I think we're going to accept results. Okay, tactical mission. Looks like it's desert area. The crashed UFO is likely to contain valuable alien technology and resources. Mission type, crashed UFO. Biome, desert. Time remaining, indefinite. So it'll stay there for the rest of the game if I ignore it. Title measurement, press the launch combat team button and all that. Okay. So I have what's called the Skyhawk, which, for those of you that know, it's a Chinook. But it's like, carries extra fuel. Well, you can see right there, it's got extra fuel so that it can actually fly like 2/3 of the way around the world. Okay, it's at Central Base. It'll take 29 hours to get there. I don't think that's 29 minutes, right? Because the world will, the daylight and the darkness will have rotated a few times, or at least once. It says ready, but you can launch dropships the same way as you launch your interceptions. As your Skyhawk dropship is already selected, click the launch. Okay, now it takes me to a screen, and you can see the Chinook in the background. Super Chinook or whatever. But it takes me to a screen where now I can assign people onto the Chinook. Or it's called the Skyhawk. So the Skyhawk has 9 of 9 people already. And this is the 9 people right here. And they're all privates. Because, guess what? I haven't really done anything with these guys. Okay, they also have like strength and health and all that stuff, which affects their carry weight value. And if you exceed the carry weight value, their speed will go down. But I've learned through gameplay and patch notes and stuff like that, that if you exceed your carry weight, true, your speed will go down, but you have a chance for your strength to go up at the end of the mission. So it's a way to kind of force a skill roll for your strength, which I think is pretty cool. Okay, so I've got 4 riflemen, right? And then I've got a assault. Okay, they're not even letting me check these guys. Okay, the heavy is carrying the, what is that? What do they call it? They just call it a machine gun, but it's basically like an M60. Remember, this is 2006 or 2009, I don't remember. Also, the snipers are carrying this thing, and the assaults I believe, are carrying shotguns. And I can't even select heavy armor. I just got to go with what they gave me. Hold the launch, Commander. Uh-oh. We're picking up friendly signal. The general is back. Fortuitous. I'm not sure about that. There's convoy trucks heading our way. ... Those appear to be cleaner vehicles. Okay, cleaners is a human faction that allies with the aliens. It seems highly improbable that the general would ever voluntarily join forces with them. Exactly. Commander, put your men on alert and deploy them to the entry tunnel. Something definitely wrong here. Okay, we're loading a combat. That seems a little loud. Okay, they said deploy our troops next to the entry tunnel. Well, this looks like the elevator that comes down from our hangar or whatever. And it says camera controls. The camera will also rotate using the Q and E. You change the height level using the scroll wheel. Each unit in tactical combat uses time units. That's the 60 down here. Time units. Overwatch fire, also known as reaction fire, allows units to interrupt the enemy. Overwatching unit has enough time units, and the overwatching unit has a higher initiative than the enemy unit. Its reflexes times a percentage of time units remaining. Okay, so if you've got very low time units, then you're probably not going to react very fast. Welcome back to Atlas General. How did the meeting go? Can't help but notice you've made some new friends. Okay, this is the general right here. The Xenonaut project has been terminated, Director. Lay down your weapons. There's no need for this to turn ugly. What? Earth is under attack, General. You know that. We're not going to surrender our planet without a fight. You're making a mistake. There is no extraterrestrial threat. Open the blast doors and surrender, or people are going to get killed. No extraterrestrial threat? What happened to you, General? Director, this isn't a discussion. I'm giving you 5 minutes to make a decision. You're outnumbered, and there's nowhere to run. Think carefully about your choice. Over and out. If we surrender, what's the probability we turn up dead or in a week from now? Based on everything we know about the cleaners, approximately 100%. That's what I figured too. Now seems like a good time to evacuate to the backup facility. Whenever I see facility, I always think Jim Carrey's facility. Okay. I wasn't aware we had one. I know. Nor was the general. Commander, we need your men to hold the tunnels while we get everyone aboard the helicopter. Buy us as much time as you can. Now that General's gone, we can't afford to lose you too. That's right. Movement. You can plan a movement path for soldier by left-clicking anywhere on the battlefield. Click the glowing tile to plan. Okay. The number at the end of the movement path above shows how many time units he has remaining. Left-click the same again in order to perform it. Looks good. You can rotate a soldier without moving them by right-clicking anywhere on the battlefield. It costs 1 time unit for every 45 degrees. Rotate the soldier to the highlight direction. Okay. Finally, we should order the soldier to crouch. This makes the soldier harder to hit. It costs 4 time units to crouch, but it also costs 4 units to uncrouch or stand up. Press the crouch button below. He crouches. We have now spent all of our time units, so it's time to press end. All soldiers will refresh their time units at the start of the new turn. Also, 3 more people will run in. 3 more, so that's 6. Oh, we got this. They're taking cover behind a handrail. Okay, we got little alien symbols. Attacking enemies. Hover your mouse over the highlighted enemy to bring up the attack cursor. The green number on the left of the crosshair indicates the time units. Okay, I'm glad they have like a little clock next to it. That reminds me it's a time unit. The white number is a percentage hit chance. Click the enemy and click the enemy to order him to attack. You scored a hit and inflicted 20 damage. Weapons will inflict between 50% and 150% of their damage value with each hit, depending on what body part they hit. Okay, so it tracks that. Your soldier has enough time units to attack again, so fire a second shot at the same target. Well done. You successfully killed the enemy. As your soldiers do not have enough TU, time units, remaining to perform any further attacks, we will select the next soldier. Press space to mark your current soldier inactive and automatically select the next closest active soldier. Hover over the highlighted enemy. The squares drawn between the shooter and the target represent the shot path. The path is green where the weapon is within range, but the path turns orange when the weapon is firing beyond its maximum range. Weapons have a lower hit chance and inflict reduced damage when attacking beyond maximum range. Click to attack them. That's a miss. Unfortunately, soldier missed the shot and inflicted no damage to the target. Press space to switch to the next active soldier. The soldier is armed with a shotgun, which is much more effective at close range. Move the soldier to the highlighted tile. Most weapons have several fire modes with varying accuracy and time units. The most expensive fire mode is selected by default when targeting the enemy, as more expensive fire modes provide more accurate per time unit spent. However, at the range, it would be preferable to fire 2 shots at a lower accuracy due to the passive short-range hit chance bonus on this weapon. It's because it's a shotgun. Jane Williams. Got that little short hair action going on and those glasses, making her look like a librarian. Okay, however, at this range, it will be preferable. Okay, however, over the target, hover over the target and use right click to engage the cheaper fire mode, then attack the target. Okay, so here I am hovering. I'm right clicking. It changed from the 24 down here to the 16. She only has 17 times. Oh, wait, no. After she shoots, she'll have 17, right? Although the shot had a high chance, your soldier still missed. Okay, this is telling me all of this is choreographed. Everybody already knows what's going to happen. Bad luck. In this case, simply attack the target a second time. Thankfully, you do not have any more bad luck. Press space to do the thing. Okay, he's got a sniper, or she, Sarah Smith, are they relatives? Has a sniper, a rifle, a ballistic sniper rifle, all kinds of stats. Okay, hover over the highlighted enemy. The shot has a low chance because there's a large intervening cover object. Okay. Full details on how the hit chance is calculated is shown in the bottom right of the screen. 32% hit chance. 60 because of the soldier's accuracy, times 1.35 because probably the weapon's shot accuracy, and times 0.4 for intervening object. Okay. Only the highest intervening object value is used, so reduced chance, blah, blah, blah. Proceed. Most terrain in Xenonauts 2 is destructible, something that players can use to their advantage. Select the highlighted soldier by clicking on them. Oh, wait. So this one never shot. Free fire mode allows soldiers to target anything they want. In this case, you can use it to destroy the intervening crates. Hold down Control, activates free fire mode, then click on the crates. Well, there you go. The crates will have been destroyed. Click on the highlighted soldier. With the intervening cover destroyed, the shot against the highlighted enemy now has a much higher chance. Click the enemy, take the shot. Grenades can be effective at inflicting damage, removing cover in an area. Click the button on the demolition charge to select it as the active weapon. Grenades travel in an arc, allowing them to be thrown. Click the highlighted tile to throw the grenade. All right. Soldier lacks sufficient time units to fire their main weapon, but the pistol is a secondary slot, can still be fired. Click the pistol in the secondary slot to select it. The soldier will now perform attacks with the pistol, allowing them to finish off the wounded cleaners. Click on the highlighted enemy and fire at them. Click on the highlighted enemy to fire at them. That was just too awesome. Spacebar to select the next. Your final soldier has a decision to make. Their shotgun is relatively inaccurate at this range, and the target is behind cover. Closing the distance and flanking the target might be beneficial. Using the shot preview mode will allow us to make decisions about about whether this would be worthwhile. Click the highlighted tile to plot the move path. Shot preview mode will show you the hit chance. To see the values of the current position, hover over the highlighted enemy. Okay. So it looks like 18%, but you get 3 bullets coming out of the shotgun, right? Okay. Hold the shift key while still hovering over the target to activate shot preview mode. To proceed, click the target while shot preview mode is active. Okay, shot preview mode shows me 95% times 3. Congratulations, you've eliminated them. Press end. Uh-oh. This guy's, but they got shotguns. Good work, Commander. The helicopter is airborne. You should be able to escape through the tunnels. Order the selected soldier to move to the highlighted area. Your soldier has just been killed by enemy overwatch fire. If a unit ends its turn with enough time units remaining to fire its weapon, it may then perform overwatch fire during the enemy turn. Suppressing an enemy will prevent overwatch fire. With flashbangs are a good way to generate suppression. Select the flashbang and throw it. There you go. All of these units have been suppressed. Suppression immediately removes all time units. Suppressed units are also easier to hit with melee weapons and will only recover 50% of their normal time units on the following turn. An alternative way to avoid losing soldiers to overwatch fire is to make them harder to hit. Each tile of smoke reduces the hit chance of any shot passing through it, so smoke grenades are an excellent way to protect your soldiers. Select the smoke grenade, throw it at the tile. Good work. All enemies are out of time units, suppressed, or screened by smoke. Move the soldier to the highlighted tile to complete the tutorial. Nice work. Well done. You have completed the tutorial. Now let's see if I can remember all that. Oh, this is new. Okay, the Shadow War, Phase 1. You believe our enemies exist, yet the malign tendrils of their influence can be felt across the planet. Rising tensions between capitalist and communist nations threaten to spark ruinous nuclear war before the invasion begins. Okay. So this is even before the aliens arrive. We might nuke ourselves. Welcome to our backup facility. We should be safe here at least for a while. No getting around the fact that we're living in a derelict nuclear bunker full of 60s era junk. Hope you're fine with cold showers, cold food, and, well, cold everything. The temperature is the least of our concerns. My work suggests we have mere months before the aliens can launch a full-scale invasion. If we are to prepare, we must gather data on the alien forces scouting our planet. Of course, the cleaners are unlikely to make that easy. That's why I called this meeting. I'm formally handing over control of the organization to you. Okay. She's handing it over? Well, she is the director. Is the director above the general? Which would be above the commander, which with the general switching sides, I guess I'm the de facto general. We need someone with military experience making big decisions. I'll run the day-to-day, like keeping our supplies up and getting this place patched up. All you need to do is figure out how to win the war. Congratulations on the promotion, Commander. One hopes you're up to the task. Okay. Please choose the location of your starting base. Okay, guys. They give you 3 circles. It's like when you build your base, you have this thing you can buy. It's called a radar dish or radar room or whatever it's called. Scanner room. And if you have 1, you get the smaller circle. If you have 2 of them, you get the middle circle, and 3, you get the larger circle. So it's a trade-off on how many spaces you want to use in your base. But if I get a little bit of overlap between base 1 and base 2 or something like that, it's okay. Now, I think I have to put it on land somewhere. I can't put my base in the ocean. This is not Terror from the Deep. I really want to keep America safe because I do believe it has the largest amount of income coming into my project. But putting the base like in this area is very meta or very gamey, where I'm covering the most amount of territory with my radar, or whatever. Down here would cover like Australia and Asia and all that, where up here would cover a lot of Russia, and then over here would cover the African continent and Europe, and there's South America, and I could put it like right here in the middle, Yucatan Peninsula or whatever, and get a little bit of coverage on both, but then I wouldn't have Alaska covered, I could put it in Texas, where NASA is, or I could put it in Florida or whatever. I don't know. We're supposed to be like an international group, so I don't want to be all America, all America, even though I am an all-American. All right, so base placing. Do I want to put it here? I kind of do, but I also kind of don't. It's pulling me to here, but I think I'm going to do something that I probably shouldn't do, knowing that I'm going to be building more bases. My second base could probably be here. But my first initial base is going to be an American coverage. I guess I'm not really going to get a chance to I guess I could put it in South America. But I'm only going to have one radar dish, so I'm looking at the small circle. I think I'm going to put it here in Louisiana. And North America Prime. Okay, this pop-up's new. Doomsday down here. Doomsday counter. Objective. Prevent doomsday counter exceeding 100%. The aliens are attempting to spark a nuclear war by raising tensions between capitalist and communist nations. If they succeed, the shattered human survivors would have no hope of repelling the invasion. We must keep the doomsday counter under control until the invasion begins. Allowing it to exceed 100% or more will result in alien victory. Okay. The clock is moving. The tutorial is over. Funding report. Okay, that's a new pop-up. 30 days. Okay, so I've got all these tabs here. I'm immediately going to construct a new base. Base cost $1,500,000. Holy crap. Oh, okay. So it costs more to put it there. It costs only $750 to put it there. I didn't know that. I guess the more land it covers, the more it costs. Seems logical. What is that? Macedonia, Greece area? Yeah, if I want maximum coverage, I got to pay maximum amount. I'm going to do it. I think I'm going to make this my research base. It's not how you spell research, is it? No. Okay, because I'm building my Africa 2, we're going to put the base lift right there. That comes with the initial cost. I don't know. Radar array is definitely something I want. I think the initial lift comes with some power. Just power capacity. Okay, I get 80 points. So I can build a radar array right there. It's going to take a few days. Look how much power it took. That's all I want to do. I just want to build radar. Okay, we go to research. Oh, we got pop-ups. The base viewer on the top right, used to select the base currently being viewed. This allows you to choose at which base you want to build new base structures. Okay, we're going to go back to this one. Now here, I should have some space for research. So we're going to hit research. Oh wait, we're researching the cleaners already. Current research is going to take 11 hours. All right, that's I guess it's required. That's fine. Engineering, we can build stuff with our engineer here. He looks a lot like the guy from The Expanse. Amos. I can build a dropship or an interceptor. They cost a lot. Do I have a second hangar? I don't have a second hangar. Requires an empty hangar. Yeah, I need an empty hangar. Okay, so before we could build other things like maybe I can't. Got soldiers, okay. These are all the soldiers we have, and the ones that are 9 of them are assigned to the Skyhawk. We have some stats. That's reflexes, not rifle. Accuracy would be how well they shoot. This guy's got to go. Noah Smith, low accuracy, low reflexes. You're going to be out of here. Brendan Stewart. He's got low accuracy, but he's got a really high reflexes. I'm going to leave him. I'm only going to get rid of Noah. Now, because I know it takes some time, I'm going to recruit some soldiers. We have a capacity of 24, so I can get 3 more. I'm looking for accuracy. I'm kind of looking for everything. If I was wanting like a sniper, I would go with this guy. But this guy's got some... She doesn't look Chinese. Even stats all the way across except for bravery. Okay. Yana Kruger looks really good. I'm seeing nothing in the red. We're going to take her. We got some, and only very little, I don't know if that's yellow or just light green. I don't want guys that have like a lot of yellow. But if it's mid-range yellow, I kind of think I'm okay with it. Okay, we recruited, we're at 24. They're in transit. I'm going to reassign all these once I... going to unassign everybody. It's going to force me to assign them and equip them. A shield has like a shield and a pistol. I personally don't like shotguns that much. So we're going to make everybody a rifleman just temporarily. Training capacity, 0, because I don't have a... Now all my weapons that I have now are infinite. So like if I wanted to give everybody a machine gun, I could. Do I want to build a hangar there and get another fighter? I mean, we're down to very low funds. Construct new base. What's this one? Aircraft. Ah, this is the main base. Here we go. Main base. Yeah, I want another hangar. Okay, it's only 200,000. Okay, so I can put another fighter in there if I need to. We got a lot of living quarters. We got the workshop for building stuff. We got research for researching stuff. And we got our storeroom. But Prime is going to have a little bit of both. I'm going to make, eventually, as the months go by, I'm going to make one of them really focused on research, and then another one focused on building things. Okay, I can't really do anything until an alien shows up. And let's see here, F1. Oh, that happened before I pressed F1. Bro, these guys look pretty cool. That's an M4, but that's got a curve. That could be an M4, but it looks like a. What is that Russian M4 looking rifle? That's the. What do they call that? They call it the SK 74, is that right? Or is it AK 74? Something like that. Important missions. We know about the cleaner. Right. Okay, so that was the research that finished. Right? So let's see if we can do any more research. No research selected. Available research. There's none. Okay. So let's try F3 and let's see if that advances time. It does. Okay. Atlas Base. That's where we left, right? We must regain control of Atlas Base for long enough to destroy any remaining equipment that our enemies could use to monitor our activities. Mission type elimination. Biome facility. I have 3 days to get this underway. Victory effects and loss, game over. Okay. I'm going to hit launch aircraft even though I don't have anybody assigned to it. We're going to start assigning people. I could hit autofill. I don't want to do that. Okay. Perfect. I've already figured I don't want to assign the guys with the yellow or the red reflexes. I guess I am going to assign Osamu. Okay. Is everybody going to be a rifleman? No. But let's start off. I'm going to give them heavy armor. I don't care. Look at this. It's like max weight. But I'm also going to take this off. I'm going to take everything off. Okay. So we're good on weight. They have a med pack and a rifle, and that's it. Well, the rifle is going to need some magazines. And I might just go with that. Okay, now we're going to save this. Are you sure you want to update the rifleman loadout? The match? Yes. Okay. So if I go to Xander, everybody's a rifleman. Everybody should already be updated. Okay, perfect. And everybody's underweight, right? Some people are underweight more than others, and I think that's because of their strength. Why is her accuracy down? Why is Gazella Lang's accuracy down? Oh, everybody's accuracy is down. Is that because of the heavy armor? Yep, -5 accuracy if you use heavy armor. Okay, we'll live with it because I'm going heavy armor no matter what. All right, so we're going into a base. Do I need machine guns? Do I need sniper rifles or shotguns? Do I need any of that stuff really? Or can I just live with rifles? I think I'm going to change him to an assault. What is that? Stun baton. Get that shit out of here. Okay. I'm going to update the assault. Okay. I think everyone should have grenades. Do I want to stun them or just frag them? I think I just want to frag them. And I was thinking I would go with 2 assaults. Let's update that. Okay, so I'm looking for kind of like low accuracy. There's a 46. Yeah, let's make her an assault. Okay. I'm going to give her something else to carry, but okay, so rifles, assaults. I don't think I need machine guns or sniper rifles. Not for this mission. Okay. That automatically gave everybody grenades. All right, I think we're good. We're just going to go with the basics. Okay, we got a long way to go. Well, I guess if I set my base up initially over here, I'd only have like 5 feet to travel. Okay, we're still in the kind of like tutorial area. Commander, this is critically important mission. Okay, Commander, this is a critically important mission. We left a lot of important things behind, including several years of research. We need to clear the facility, destroy anything that might... Okay, well, I brought some grenades. I can't risk contrary agents. The cleaners have withdrawn their assault force and sent in a team of analysts to hopefully it won't be too hard. That's what she said. And if you begin to run into the general, this isn't the time for sentimentality. Okay, so what they're saying is gun his ass down. Okay, there's kind of like 2 ways to go here. We got 2 doors here. We got 2 doors here. I'm going to send a shotgun to the left and to the right. But right now, I think we're going to Overwatch. That's not enough movement points. Holy mackerel. I need 20 to get a really good shot in. Okay. Whoever that is doesn't have very many action points. He's got a lot. Who looks like they're carrying a shotgun? This guy does. Okay. Okay, I'm not crouching or anything. Opening doors cost 4 units. It's good to know. Basically, we're just watching these doors, and we're going through this door. That is rotating way too fast. I need to slow down the rotation. Is there a way to do that? Game settings. That's tooltips. Visual. Controls. Okay. Hey, there's quick save. Left arrow, right arrow, all that good stuff. Geoscape. C for crouch, I for inventory. Okay, that's good. Reload is R. Okay. Camera rotate. I can scroll wheel? Okay, maybe we do that. No, wait. If I scroll wheel, it'll go up and down. Oh, I can press left and right on my scroll wheel. I know I can. I can have 30 soldiers. Okay. It didn't have a rotate speed. Let's try it. Oh, it works. That's my scroll wheel. Okay, but I'll probably use Q and E more often than not. Not sure if I want to peel some of these guys back. I think I do. Okay, that's going to be my assault group. These guys are going to be rear defense, I think. I think that's everybody. Oh, enemy activity. Why not? We'll crouch them. Okay, that guy doesn't have a whole lot of movement. I think I might send him back. He'll be my security. And I think this guy had a ton of movement. 50. Well, that's because of... And that's the name of that tune. Guy took some damage. He can heal himself back up to his injured state. What did it say? Right click to end turn even when they haven't been acted. Okay. Okay. Looks like little generators or something in here. Great. Okay. Now, I was thinking I can come running around this way, but I don't think I will. I don't like opening on two fronts. Okay. Really? You guys suck. Took care of him. Yeah, these guys aren't going to open the door. They're going to just chill here. See what happens. Okay. I could go 15 and shoot twice. What is that button? Shift? Yep. Let's do that. Nice. This guy's got a shotgun. I would think he needs to be up close. And personal. hearing doors open. I know there's a guy up here. Okay, now I'm not going to move these other guys, but I am going to open the door here. There's our gym. Okay, so there's nobody flanking them. That's good. There's not a second shotgun over here? I thought there was. Using the end turn, using the space bar. Okay. Oh, really? Well, you bastard. Right, so we're gonna have to watch both ways. Well, can we just close the door? Oh, wait. Oh, okay, yep. door over here. Looks like that's the last door. Gonna line up. Enemy spotted. You. I recognize you, all of you. Why don't I remember anything about you? It doesn't matter. I'll not allow you to interfere. Yeah, he's under mind control. You know what? We're gonna shoot them all down. There's 3 at least. Do I want to move or do I just want to shoot from here? Oh, there's a guy. Oh, okay. Oh, really? There we go. Now, if I had a stun baton, I could run in there and stun this guy, but I don't. Okay, well, we got rid of some cover. There it is. Mission complete. All right, so this is the Xenonaut victory. This is the post-mission screen where it tells you like what you've recovered. Looks like we got a pistol. I don't really care. We got some cleaner submachine guns. We got some corpses. We got our general. And we have some guys that got shot and injured, which are going to take a few days to recover. But then we've got this guy, Gisela Lang. She looks like she killed 3 of them, but she got a major injury. She's wounded, so it's going to take her. Look at where her health bar is. She's way down on the totem pole. It looks like everybody's was promoted. Looks like everybody got promoted. She also got, well, I guess it's a Purple Heart. No, it's a Crimson Heart. If you suffer more than 30 points of damage, give you +1 to all attributes. That's pretty cool. And everybody got bonuses to their stats. And we got now operations points. I don't, what is this? There's some, and what is this? See there, and this. See, there's some new things on this that I don't know what they are. Strategic operations and supporter recruitment are now available. The destruction of the Atlas base command room allows operations division to deploy covert agents to assist with our objectives. Our organization receives 10 operation points per day. Where is that listed? Oh, it just says plus 10. I think that's what that is. Which can be spent on conducting various kinds of strategic operations for instant benefits, or on recruiting supporters to unlock permanent bonuses. Operations points can also be spent to eliminate alien infiltrators, which will reduce the daily doomsday counter progress. Okay. All right, guys, that's what we're going to call this first mission, or this first video. If you're watching live, which you would have to be watching live, I plan to stay on, but I plan to stream maybe another couple hours, just long enough to make another video. So what I'm going to do is I am currently not only streaming, but I'm also recording the game so that when all is said and done on the live stream, I can go in and I can edit out comments like this to you, or or if I make a bathroom break or whatever I do, I can edit all that out, and then I'll upload these as individual videos that you can watch later, but you'll miss some of the interaction that we have as a live stream because I'll cut all that out. All right, so that's the end of the first video. I'm going to split the live stream here, and we're going to go to another video, and I'll see you in the next one.